Welcome to the Green Hat Local SEO Podcast, where Kyle Sabra delivers hard-hitting, actionable tips and strategies to help business owners dominate their local market and crush the competition. Kyle's no-holds-barred approach cuts through the noise of traditional SEO, focusing on battle-tested tactics that deliver real results. He's here to arm you with the tools you need to skyrocket your rankings, generate more leads, and grow your business online. If you're tired of hearing the same old SEO nonsense and want to learn the truth, this is the podcast for you. Get ready to put on your green hats and learn SEO secrets the other guys can't handle. Now, here's your host, Kyle Sabra.
Hey everyone, this is Kyle from Green Hat Local SEO, and in this episode of the Green Hat Local SEO podcast, we're talking about Backlink Bloodsport, how to kumite your way to higher rankings and more map coverage. So what does this mean? I've talked about this a lot before, but most people go about link building the complete ass backwards wrong way, especially if they want to rank in Google Maps, which is great for me because that means me and my clients can outrank everybody else while spending less money. Not great for you if you are trying to rank your own business and get more leads via your Google business profile. So what are backlinks? People know what backlinks are, I hope, if you're listening to this podcast, but in a nutshell, a backlink basically is just a link from one website to another. So somebody else is linking from their website over to yours. And this could even count for things like embeds. Like map embeds are treated almost like backlinks, and linking to your Google business profile, same thing. It's another backlink. So this has been a cornerstone of Google's ranking algorithm literally since Google started. Originally, Google was called Backrub, and the idea was that these links would act as a ranking factor because it would act as another site vouching for you. I don't know if you guys remember what it was like back in the old days of search results, but a lot of these were really just based on really crude algorithms that basically just looked at keywords and title keywords in the H1s, and then how many times a keyword would spam in the body. And even some older, when I first started going online, some older search engines were literally just like Yellow Pages, to where everything was in alphabetical order. So having backlinks as a ranking factor really was revolutionary back when Google pioneered that back in the mid-90s. So why do I say everybody does this ass backwards? Well, it's because there's this whole white hat bullshit out there about how you can't actually go out and buy links, how you can't use any sort of software to buy links, and all the links you have to get have to come naturally from high DA or high DR sites, and anything else is black hat, and Google is absolutely going to find out and give you spanking, even if you enjoy that kind of thing. People say you should probably be on the lookout for it, but I'm here to tell you that is absolutely false. So if you want to, honestly, if you want to just destroy the competition, like I said, if you want to kumite your way to higher rankings, then listen to this. This is the absolute best way to build links if you are doing local SEO, and that is with SEO NEO. So SEO NEO is a backlink creation software. It's a desktop software, and it's an extension of an older software that they had called SEO Autopilot. Now, what SEO NEO does is this will automatically create links for you off of blogging sites, off of social media sites, off of social bookmarking sites. And really, that is all you need when you're doing local SEO. I love it when white hats come up to me and say that, they're ranking and they're just, reaching out for guest posts and stuff and talking to bloggers and shit. And fuck, that's great for you. But you're doing it the ass backwards way, because you don't need to go out there and solicit backlinks from all these bloggers when you can just create backlinks yourself, and you can spend 1/10 of the cost on your backlink budget. So the way this works is that Google looks at backlinks with 3 different criteria for to try and decide if this backlink is good, if they should give credit for the link use and all that. So one thing to keep in mind too is that every link will give you some sort of backlink power, unless that link has been completely just wiped devoid of any ranking power. Google does it sometimes with some domains, or if it is deemed to be spammy. Like if it's obvious spam, then Google not only takes away any sort of ranking power, but gives you a manual penalty. And you'll know if that happens because you will have a manual action penalty in your Google Search Console. Other than that, every link will have some sort of power. And, this isn't like, oh, they give you, it's an A, B, C, D, E, or F or whatever. It gives you a ranking from 0 to 1. So some of these links that you could be building off of SEO Neo could be 0.001, but if you build 1 million of those, right, then you're going to be getting all that power over to your site. And really, the reason this works so well is because, yes, these links by themselves, one by one, don't have a ton of power, but you are setting up SEO Neo to do this for you. You let this run for 24 hours, 48 hours, or whatever. And all of a sudden, you have all these links pointing to your site. And while I said, yes, these links by themselves do not push a lot of power, but when they are all bundled together in one SEO Neo run, they push all the power you need to rank in local organic or in Google Maps, right? So that's one thing that Google looks at is, just the pure ranking power of each page. The other thing too that you got to remember is that Google looks at the content of these pages. So when people are going out and getting guest posts and bullshit like that, and, oh, I got this guest post on this fucking blog from a fucking roofing company or some shit like that. What they don't realize is that content oftentimes is not going to be directly relevant to that company that they're trying to rank for, right? So where everybody gets this wrong is they're trying to rank for keywords instead of trying to rank their brand. And go back to one of my other podcasts where I talk about building brands, not bullshit. Listen to that and then come back to this one. But when you use SEO Neo, you are writing the content yourself. You're writing this branded content. So this content is 100% contextually relevant to this page, to the GBP you are trying to rank. So when you do this, Google sees all these pages writing about your brand, right? All these links going to your page or to your site or to your GBP talking about your brand, and Google recognizes, and Google loves this shit, right? Because Google wants to build brands, right? The other thing too with SEO Neo is you're allowed to have embeds. So not only are you writing about your brand, right? You're putting your NAP in there because you want to get all that relevance there too, right? But you're putting your embeds in there as well. And like I said, these embeds act almost like backlinks to Google. So now all of a sudden you have all this content about your brand. You have your NAP on there. Now you have your GBP on there, your GBP embed. Google sees how all of this ties together and gives you credit for that link for this hyper contextually relevant link on these pages, right? Because all these pages are writing about your brand. They have your NAP. They have a link to your page. They have a link to your GBP. Google sees all of this and starts connecting the dots and seeing how all of this is put together and why it is relevant and how it all works. And it works to push up your GBP, right? It doesn't just have to be your GBP either. You could put in there, what we've done too is we've put in press releases, right? So we've taken these press release links, we've put them into a Google Sheet, made that Google Sheet public so it can get crawled and indexed, and then put them into SEO Neo runs. Now all of a sudden, all of our press releases are getting all these embeds and all these backlinks there to power up these press releases, right? So you can see how SEO Neo can absolutely fucking crush your competition if you use it correctly. And I'm telling you right now, most people are not using this correctly, but this is how we are able to rank our clients without spending $1,000 on each link, because you got to realize not only are you paying somebody to go out and find links, right, and contact bloggers and shit, but bloggers are smart and they know that they can charge for these links, right? So you can do it the white hat way. You can spend $5,000 a month on fucking links, right? Or you can just use SEO Neo and get all the links you need for literally a fraction of the cost. The smart SEOs are doing this, and I can guarantee you that the SEOs who are really killing it, the ones who are out there making YouTube videos, the ones who are out there with 200 different GBPs that they're managing and getting results for all of them, are using SEO Neo, right? And if you're not using this, then you're just fucking falling farther and farther behind. And you know what? That's why really you should be using SEO. SEO has gotten so hard nowadays, it's really almost impossible for the average layperson to be able to do it. And being able to leverage SEO NEO is one way that the average person now really should not be trying to do SEO on their own. You know, this is a great topic. I probably should make a podcast about this later, but the average person does not have the time to run a business and to learn how to do backlinks properly, which is why they default to just using the white hat methods of trying to get links naturally, or just buying the stupidest fucking links off of Fiverr or off of these Excel sheets that are being passed around on Facebook, which I mentioned previously in a different episode, and then buying links, spending 50, 60, 70, maybe, even up to hundreds of dollars on links that aren't going to do dick for their GVPs. So using SEO NEO really is the smartest way to build links now. This is down and dirty fucking blood sport backlink building for the 21st century. This is how you need to do it. This is Frank Dux just going out there and clobbering everybody in a kumite, and that's how you do it. That's how you have to do it in 2025. If you want to rank, you do it with things like SEO NEO to give you that edge over all of these dicks who are white hat and telling you that you can only build links their way and it has to be Google approved and bullshit like that. So that's about it for this episode. Again, my name is Kyle Sabra from Green Hat Local SEO. If you want to learn more about this, then visit GHLS.io, or you can join our testing group with Moon Hussein. Or if you don't want to do any of this yourself and you just want to go run your business doing what you do best, then contact us at GHLS.io. Ask about our free Until You Rank SEO program and see how we can get you results before you even pay us a dime. Again, my name is Kyle Sabra from Green Hat Local SEO, and I will talk to you later.